Hey everyone, it's Kitty and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my May favorites. I'm going to be sharing with you everything I've loved in the month of May. And I don't really have too many beauty favorites. I honestly have been loving a lot of stuff, but I've been loving a good amount of stuff. And I probably will have more like random favorites this month, or maybe it'll be a mix like evenly. I don't know. But I'm just going to get right into this video because these videos get too long if I talk too much in the intro. So let's just get right into my May favorites. So this month I just have one skincare item, and that's these. This is from Garnier, and this is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Makeup Removing Towelettes. And this is like basically a micellar water and a towelette. It's an all-in-one, removes makeup, cleanses, and soothes for all skin types, even sensitive. And it's dermatologist tested for gentle, fragrance-free. You get 25 wipes in here, and I've been getting back into makeup wipes. As you know, I've been using like cleansing oils and cleansing waters for a while, and I've kind of wanted to go back to like makeup remover towelettes, just because like when I do swatch videos I like to have makeup remover wipes when I do kind of those videos, and I've been doing those a little bit here and there. And then also to like remove eye makeup and just to remove makeup easier, I like to have these on hand. And I picked up these because I think I saw somebody talk about this in a favorites video, or actually I think it was an empties video. I heard about these and I was like, that sounds nice, and I picked these up at Target. They're pretty much the same price as my Simple and Clean and Clear ones that I've used before, and I decided to get these. And I know Simple has the micellar wipes, but I honestly didn't really care for those. I thought they didn't really remove makeup that well. And so yeah, this is what they look like. They're basically the pink micellar in a wipe. And at first I wasn't a huge fan of these. I was like, this doesn't really take off my makeup that great. Like, I've used ones that work better. But then I kept using them and I liked them more and more each day. Like they're really soft wipes and they're a decent size. You know how sometimes they give you wipes and they're not that big? Well, these ones are actually good size, and they also remove your makeup so well. They take off like mascara very well. You take off your eye makeup very well. You can wear like a dramatic eye and it'll all come off, which is what I love. And it also takes off your face makeup pretty well. I try not to use wipes on my face too much because even if it is for sensitive skin, I feel like it's not good to use a wipe on your face. But I've been really loving these because they've just been very like soft and soothing for my skin. They don't irritate it, and I've been loving using makeup wipes within the last month. So now I have a favorite sponge, and I think I might have mentioned this in another favorites video, but I have been obsessed with this within the past month, like beyond obsessed. This is pretty much the only sponge I gravitate towards. I've been really into it. So this is the Real Techniques Diamond Sponge. I really like this sponge. You can get it from the drugstore. I believe it's under $10 and everything like that. You can get it at probably Target, Ulta, wherever they sell Real Techniques. I really like this sponge. It's very dimensional, and when I first got it, I mainly got it because of the hype, because everybody talked about it and I was so curious about it. And I've used it in several videos. Like I've been using it a lot recently, and just videos and everything like that, like especially like tutorials and get the looks and everything like that. It is super dimensional. You can use this side on your face, and then this little point is really good for getting in the corners of your nose, corners of your mouth, and especially in the corners of your eyes. And then you can also like tip the sides to get like parts of your face or like under your eyes. It's just really dimensional. It blends like concealer. That's mostly what I use it for. I don't really use sponges too much for my foundation. I do occasionally, but not like all the time. And it just blends out anything very well, and it's just a great sponge. I really like it, and it's super soft and it's really good. And I think it's definitely a good like dupe for the Beauty Blender. I find it just be even maybe a little bit better than the Beauty Blender, which is always great. I love finding affordable options for the Beauty Blender because I'm kind of going anti-Beauty Blender. My next favorite is a primer, and it's just a sample of it because I did get this as a sample from ordering online, I believe I did. So this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. It just looks like this, and this is a silicone primer. And at first when I used this the first time, I was like, no, like let's not use this, because I usually hate silicone primers. Like I hate the feeling of them, I hate the texture, and I still do, but I love this primer. It's probably my favorite silicone primer I have ever used. It is amazing. It's great. It really blurs out your skin. It really smooths out your skin. And I don't know if I have a lot of pores, but I definitely have a lot of texture just from acne scars and acne in general. And it just makes everything that applies over it just look so smooth. It kind of gets rid of any imperfections, I feel like. And it is a silicone silicone primer, but it is a nice primer and I love it. Like, I think it's a really, really good primer, and I just love what it does for my skin. So next I have a liquid illuminator to share with you, and this is from Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Master Strobing Liquid, and this is in the shade Light. I believe they also have a medium shade and a deep shade as well, and I love this so much. So this is illuminator, so you can use it to highlight your face, but the way I use it is actually mixing it in with my foundation or applying it under foundation or mixing it with primer. I tend to mix it with primer more than foundation. I love this so much. It's great when you mix it into primer because it can give your primer just a little bit of a light look, and it kind of just, you know, gives you that natural glow kind of look. It's just that really pretty, like, you know, like highlight kind of shade. I didn't apply enough where you can really see, but it gives you that sheen and everything, and it's just a very pretty like primer. It gives you that very light look to your skin, and I love this so much. Like I said, I like applying with primer or with mixed in with foundation or just on its own. It's really great and everything. It's really good. I love it so much, and I like this because it is very illuminating, but like for oily skin or even combo oily, because that's my skin type, I feel like it doesn't like make you oily or anything like that. I feel that it's very nice and just applies very well, and I just love this because it can give you a light look to your face very easily, and it's not like harsh or anything like that, and it's just a very nice like illuminator, and I really like it. It's from the drugstore, so of course it's great. So my next favorite is the mascara I've been using recently, and I've kind of got back into it. I've mentioned this before, but I'm back into it. I'm actually wearing it on my lashes today, and this is what my lashes look like. I just love how it makes my eyelashes look and everything. This is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. I do have a sample of this because I did buy it in a dual pack where you get a full size and a sample. I've been using the sample recently, so I love this mascara. It's a very lengthening mascara. You don't necessarily need an eyelash curler. Of course, if you like using eyelash curlers, definitely go ahead and still use it. You will definitely have an even more curled look to your like lashes, but this mascara is very curling and everything like that, and it's one of my favorite high-end mascaras, and I love this mascara. This is what the wand looks like. It's just a very curling mascara, and this wand really gets into your lashes. It really lengthens them, and you can kind of just like twist it up or like spiralize it up. I don't know like terms to use, but it's just really easy to get in your top and bottom lashes. I don't really use bottom mascara all too much because I don't really like how it looks on me, but also like it just irritates my eyes when I use bottom mascara. And yeah, it just gets into your lashes very well. It's a great mascara. It's really lengthening, and it just works really well with my lashes. So next thing I've been loving is a new highlight little trio palette kind of thing, and this is a collaboration with Casey Holmes. I'm sure you know who she is, like from YouTube and stuff like that, but this is the Casey Holmes Spotlight Palette Pearl, and I love the packaging. I think it's just very like, I haven't really seen much like this, which is why I love it, because it's unique and everything like that. And then you get a mirror, which I'm going to try to tilt up, and then you have 3 shades, and they're all so pretty. From left to right, it is Turn It On Pearl, Crank It Up Pearl, and then Blow It Fuse Pearl, and I love these shades. They also have a gold palette, which I haven't picked up, but I plan on picking up probably towards the end of summer or sometime this year. Like, I feel like I have to have it. Like of course, it's Casey and everything like that. And yeah, so this is what the shades look like I said, and they're just really pretty shades. I'm going to swatch them all 3 for you on my hand. Those are what the shades look like. They're super pretty, and I'm of course wearing this on my face today. It's been my like go-to highlighter for this month. I've honestly used this probably the majority of this month. So much. It's my favorite. I love this palette. It is beautiful. It's like just like the perfect palette. It is seriously amazing, and I think this would be great for travel because you have 3 shades, and I feel like most days I only go for like 1 highlight or 2 highlight or just a couple shades. Like, I don't need like a whole 6-pan palette for that. And I just love these shades because they're great for texture and everything like that. Like, if you have texture, it's not gonna emphasize it, which I think is great, because like having acne prone skin, it's hard to find a highlight that doesn't emphasize it, which I don't really have too much of an issue with it, but I hate when it emphasizes emphasizes like pores and texture and everything like that. And they just apply beautifully on the face. You can also use them as eyeshadows, which I've done a couple times, and they are just so beautiful. I tend to mix all 3 shades and then apply them to my cheekbone and then just down the center of my face and everything like that. And I love these shades because you can use them all alone or mix them together, and they just apply the most beautiful highlight. So next, I've been loving my Cheekathon palette. Again, I know I mentioned this more in the beginning of the year, but I've been loving this again and everything, and I kind of went away from it for a while. I was kind of using my Tarte blushes, but now I'm kind of back into it, and I'm wearing it on my face today, of course. So today I mixed Racketeer with Coralista, and I love the look that that gives my face. I love it. It's super like just pretty for summer. It's kind of like has a like nice warm glowy look, I guess, to it, and I love those 2 shades. I love all the shades. I use Hoola all the time. I use like Racketeer is my favorite blush, to be honest with you, and I also have been getting into more corally colors like Coralista, so I like mixing the 2 because you get that warm summery look, which I love. And I just been really into these blushes. I love Benefit blushes and everything like that. Like Benefit and Tarte are probably my 2 favorite blush formulas. I just love them. They're great, and I love this palette because it's very compact and you get like a bunch of blushes, so this is great for travel. Okay, so my next favorite is this L'Oreal Brow Gel. This is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. I really like this brow gel. I have used my Gimme Brow, and I kind of go in between my Gimme Brow and this, but I really like this brow gel because it is tinted. It is a nice brunette color. It is brown and everything like that, and I love this because it does add like thickness and like fibers to your brows, and also sets them like they feel like glue, which I love because I want my eyebrows to stay. I don't want them like going all over the place and just looking crazy. And this like sets them and also adds fibers like the Gimme Brow. And I like this because the wand is small. I hate when they have these thick wands for your brows because then it gets everywhere. Then you don't want to get tinted. Like that's how I feel. Like I don't want to get tinted if it's going to go everywhere. So I really like this because I can really get into my brows and I can really fill them in, which this does. It gives them like color and it gives them thickness, it fills in that, and it also makes them stay. So I really like this brow gel. I think it's amazing, and it's from the drugstore, so you know it's like pretty affordable, and it's just a great brow gel. Okay, so last favorite for the beauty category is this little lipstick lip gloss kind of thing. This is from Kadar Beauty, and this is in the color Rosette, and this is the Lip Locked Priming Gloss Stain, and I love this. Like I said, it's in the shade Rosette. I'm actually wearing it on my lips today and everything like that. So basically what this does is it is a lip gloss. So basically what you do is you take it, you just apply on your lips like a regular lipstick or lip gloss and everything, and basically what happens is this dries down. It's not very creamy like a lip gloss. It's not very sticky, which I love, and it dries down to be more of a stain. So like as you like go on throughout your day and drink and eat, it'll kind of just stain your lips, and it'll be a very pretty color. I really like this color because it is one of those like warmer pink colors. It is just a fun color for summer and everything like that. It's still on the neutral side, but it does have like a fun look to it, I guess I could say. I just love it because it's not like super sticky and glossy like a lip gloss. It just has that like, it just almost feels like a lip balm on your lips where it's there, but it's not like super moisturizing or super sticky. I really like this because it's really good for every day, and it's just good for when you just want to put something on your lips and not have to worry about it, which is me pretty much most days. So now I'm going to get into my random favorites. I'm going to talk about TV and music because I don't have any clothing favorites. Those are pretty much the only things I have been loving this month and everything like that. So for TV shows, every TV show has had their finale, and most of them have been amazing and everything like that. So by far my favorite TV show, like always, and just based on the finale, I have to mention it because yeah, like oh my god, what? So of course I love Chicago Fire, you know that. I talk about it all the time. Like it's my favorite show. I actually have a reaction to the finale, so I will link that up above for you and down below if you want to watch that and everything like that, because I reacted to it, and it's probably one of my favorite reaction videos I've ever made because I just love it. I don't know, I just love it and everything. I just think it was well done for me, pat on my back. But anyways, I love Chicago Fire, and season 5 for sure is my favorite season they've ever done, hands down. Every episode was amazing. There wasn't an episode where I was like, this is boring, this sucks. Every episode was amazing, and it's always amazing, but I feel like season 5 just hit everything. It did everything so well. You had the emotions, you had the happiness, you have, oh my god, I can't believe that finally happened. It was just amazing, especially for Dawsey and just in general. They just hit it like way beyond, way above like this year. And it has been renewed for season 6, so you know I'll be fangirling about it even more. Like I always fangirl about it, doesn't matter if it's on. But yeah, I'm so happy the like Dawsey wedding happened this season, and the finale literally tops it off like fully, because like they went beyond this year. And even though the finale was just sad for me, like it was just like, no, I can't believe they did that. Why do they have to be so depressing? But like that's just how the show is. So basically, if you haven't heard me talk about Chicago Fire, or if you don't know what the show is and you're living under a rock, I'm not judging. Okay, maybe I am a little bit. So Chicago Fire, as I'm sure you can tell by the title, is a show about firefighters and paramedics, and it takes place in Chicago, of course, in Firehouse 51, and it stars Jesse Spencer, Monica Raymond, Taylor Kinney, just a bunch of amazing people and everything like that. I could go on about everybody, and it goes through their lives on the job and also in their personal lives, and you also get the Chicago PD, Med, and Justice all mixed in with it. You get to see this whole like universe and family all together. You get to see like, you know, just amazing episodes. It is an amazing, like just jam-packed drama action kind of show. I love it. It's just so real, and the reason why I love it so much is because it's such a real show. It depicts like things in just such a real way. You really see a family when you watch it. It like the Firehouse is like a family, like that's how 51 is. And just in general, like oh my god, like Jesse and Monica have killed it this season. Taylor killed it this season with the episode that was centered around him. And like it was just an amazing season. I can't say good enough things about it. And the finale, I don't know how we're gonna wait like 3 to 4 months for it to come back and fall. I don't know how we're gonna wait. Like, is Casey dead? He's not dead. I don't think he's dead. And just like the way Casey said goodbye, even though we know it's not gonna be a goodbye, was like, are you trying to make me cry? Like I literally couldn't see throughout that scene because I was bawling my eyes out because I was like, Casey can't be dead. Like that whole scene, oh my god. Like seriously, like what was that? Like it was so intense, but it was also just like so beautifully done by Jesse, not that I'm surprised. And also just like, you know, seeing Gabby on the other side, like just seeing her like crying, I was just like, I'm crying. I am. And just like, I'm so happy Dawsey is married. I'm so happy they're husband and wife. Like that makes me so happy. And yeah, as you can tell, I love Chicago Fire. Chicago PD also had a great finale. Jay was gonna propose, but we all know that's not gonna happen. We all know they're not gonna get married because there's a rumor flying around that Sophia is not coming back to Chicago PD, and I'm super sad about that. Like I can't express how sad I am about that because she is total a badass on that show. She is total badass in real life too. Like she's just an amazing person, woman. And yeah, so basically Chicago PD is about the 21st district in Chicago. As I said, yes, it does take place in Chicago. It is filmed 100% in Chicago, just like Chicago Fire and all the other Chicago shows, and it's an amazing show. You kind of get to see intelligence. It's my favorite like police cop procedural show, 100%, and everything like that. I love it. It stars Jesse Soffer, Sophia Bush, like I said, Loris Hawkins, Marina Scorgiati, Patty, Patrick John Pfluger. I just like calling him Patty, okay? Just such an amazing like cast. All these casts are amazing, and yeah, I love it, and I'm kind of nervous, kind of excited to see what happens next, as I am for all the shows. My last favorite show is probably Chicago Med. Of course, I'm probably only be mentioning Chicago shows because those have been amazing and they've just killed it this season, all of them. And the finale for Chicago Med was again so intense, we kind of saw a lot of Dr. Charles, which I loved. That was great. And it was just so amazing. It was so amazing except for the ending when Dr. Charles got shot. And I'm pretty certain he'll be okay. Like, come on now. But like, that ending, it was just like, bam! And when that happened, I was like, oh my god. I actually have reactions to Chicago BD and Med down below, so if you want to watch those, go ahead. I love my reactions. They're great. And yeah, definitely had another wham bam finale, and Manstead is rising. I know it. You saw it in the finale, and I have a feeling season 3 is going to be a lot of Manstead. And the sad thing is we're not going to get that till January 2018, which I'm super sad about because I want it right away. I want it in 3 months from now, but they're releasing in January. But yeah, Chicago Fire, PD, and Mad have been my favorites for the past month. Based on finales, I have to mention them. So yeah, I've also been loving Pretty Little Liars, and it is a favorite, but it's not something I want to go super intense with because I feel like when the finale hits, they'll be like, oh my god, this is my favorite. Now I'm going to get on to music and share those with you. So one of my favorite songs this past month has been Drunk Girls Don't Cry by Mary Morris. I love this song. It's basically like about that friend that always goes back to their boyfriend, like their boyfriend cheats on them, or the boyfriend like just does shady stuff. They always go back to him and they always try to defend that they're a great person, even though they probably aren't. And it's just a great song, and I love the beat of it.
You got a thick chance, there's a fine line between an accident and an LOSER. It's bullshit, you know it.
I just love the beat of that song. It's a very country song, but it's like just has a nice beat. It's just a very nice song. Also from Mary Morris, I like Company You Keep.
No matter what you do, anything you do sounds fine to me. It's all about the company you keep.
So yeah, it's just another upbeat country song, which I love. Also have been loving Malibu by Miley Cyrus. I've been loving like her new releases. This one's Malibu. Has that chill vibe.
But here I am, next to you. The sky is more blue in Malibu, next to you.
Yeah, like I said, it does have a chill vibe, which I love with music, and I just love this song. And I'm excited for her album to come out because I feel like it's gonna have the same vibe. I've also been loving Don't Be So Hard on Yourself.
But I was right, ain't no wrong, been telling myself, don't be so hard on yourself. Let it forgive, let it go.
Yes, I love that song. It's by Jess Gildy. I think that's her name. It's just a great song. It's just something to always keep in mind. Like, don't be hard on yourself. You're great. Like, keep doing you, you know? And I think that's pretty much all the songs I've really been liking. I have a longer playlist for May than that, but those are pretty much like the top songs I've been loving. And yeah, that's it for my May favorites. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And also comment down below your May favorites. I love to hear about them. What have you been loving? Beauty, skincare, music, TV-wise? I'd love to know down below. And also let me know any videos you'd like to see next from me because I'm always curious. And please subscribe if you haven't already because I post videos every single week, and I would just love for you to be subscribed to my channel and see every single one of my videos. And also hit the notification bell down below if you want to be notified. You'll just be notified right when my videos go up, and you'll love it. And thank you so much for watching. Happy almost June because it's May 31st and everything. So yeah, happy last day of May and happy June. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
I wanna be like most girls.